Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm on board the American Duchess on the Mississippi, and I'm with Ted Sykes, who is President and Chief Operating Officer of American Queen Steamboat Company, and we're going to find out a little bit about what's going on with American Queen Steamboat this year and beyond, and this is Insider Travel Report. Now, Ted, I wanted to start out because you recently had an announcement that you now have 3 boats on the rivers of America. You have 2 on the Mississippi and 1 on the up in the Columbia and up in the Pacific Northwest. And you made an announcement that you're going to get a 4th vessel next year, right?
Right. So, as you say, we started in 2012. So what is this? 2018. This is our actually 7th year of operation, and we're sailing full. So, as that's what drove the purchase of the Duchess and the launch of this vessel. We're sailing full on this vessel. So we're looking for more capacity, particularly on the lower Mississippi.
And so this new one is going to be called American Countess. And what's its heritage? Where did it come from?
It's similar to this one. It's a gaming vessel. If you know the history of the gaming vessels along the water, they ended up going shoreside, but a lot of nice tonnage. I think we've got the only ones that were available with good engines, good power, good hulls. And so similar to this one, to the Duchess, we'll do the same with the Countess. We will do a gut rehab.
Yeah. So what? Now the decor here is pretty modern. It's upscale, and in contrast to American Queen, which is much more classic. It's sort of reminiscent of the Mississippi. What do you know yet? What the decor is going to be on American Countess yet?
Well, I'm not the designer. We leave that to.
Oh, you can be the designer if you like.
People who are more competent in that area. But we're thinking that the Duchess is pretty much our showpiece. It's single seating. It's higher end. We're thinking the Countess will be more traditional, more along the lines of the Queen.
Yeah. Now the other thing is that your signature is the paddle wheel, and the American Queen is a working paddle wheel steamboat vessel. This one, American Duchess, is you put in a paddle wheel, right? Although it's not a steam powered thing.
Right. This is not steam powered. I mean, there are only 3 steam-powered vessels left in the world, right? The Belle of Louisville, the Natchez in New Orleans, and the American Queen. Steam-powered is pretty tough to come by these days, and to find.
So the paddle wheels that actually work, right?
So are paddle wheels, but we feel like the paddle wheel is our trademark.
Right.
It's the classic, what we call the wedding cake style, the stacked white house with a red paddle wheel that propels it. So we added one to this vessel. We'll be adding one to the Countess as well, so that it becomes a traditional. It has the steamboat look and feel.
Yeah, well, this one definitely feels it, and you can go back to the paddle wheel just as you can on American Queen and watch it. I sort of get mesmerized after a while looking at the paddle wheel. But the other thing about it is that so you will then, as of next year, have 3 boats on the Mississippi, right?
Right, and that's the greater Mississippi. So we go all the way up the Ohio. We're actually taking this one up the Illinois River. We can go up the Illinois up to about Ottawa. The river's wide enough, and it is not locked off sufficiently such that we can go up there, and we can actually take passengers up on the Illinois. The Ohio, we can go all the way up to Pittsburgh, and then we also go on the Tennessee and the Cumberland rivers as well. So we go to Chattanooga and we go to Nashville, and we will use this vessel more for those smaller rivers.
Yeah, and I think you'd mentioned to me, you're getting tremendous FIT business to the point where one of your old mainstays, group bookings, you didn't have space for them anymore, and that's why one of the reasons you went with this new ship, American Countess, right?
Right. I mean, FITs have it's a great position to be in, but they've just displaced groups. We have so much FIT demand, and this is it's all travel, not all, but largely travel agent driven. It's a complex and it's a reasonably expensive sail. It's actually highly lucrative for the travel agents, so this is a good source of business for them, and they've responded wonderfully. Yeah. I mean, they've given us a huge chunk of FIT business, and then their guests come on and our satisfaction scores are so high that they end up rebooking, so it becomes an annuity for the agents.
No, that's great. It's great business for agents, and it is a great product, cruising America's rivers. I mean, river cruising is hot. I just get back from Europe on, going around on 7 different river ships, but America's rivers is really a place to be as well. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask is what you've got these 4 ships now coming as of next year. What's to come? What's going to go beyond this?
Well, we're running full, and by full I mean 100% loads. Out on the Columbia and the Snake, I think we ran 25 or 26 loads 100% full back to back. So our big issue continues to be capacity, and I don't know why. We deliver a quality product. Obviously, we're selling into the baby boomer generation, and there are more and more of them every day, and they're more physically fit, they're living longer, they love the enrichment that this product provides, and then there are a lot that are just tired of getting on that 12-hour flight to China for the Yangtze, or to Germany, or to Russia for the Russian rivers. So, and then there are still amazingly 66% of Americans that don't have a passport. So this is a wonderful product to sell to people who are not the inveterate traveler, or who are put off by long haul travel, or foreign currency, or foreign language, or it has been the case more recently, the terror threat internationally. So
any chance you're going to go on other American waterways someplace?
I would say we're looking more at coastwise in the Great Lakes right now, because we have a lot of demand from our existing customers who want us to go on the Great Lakes. We would love to put an American flag vessel there and give Americans the option of sailing on an American flag vessel, and that's what we do really well.
Well, Ted, thank you for filling us in on what's going on with American Queen Steamboat. Incredible. It's wonderful that you're sailing full. You have to keep on building and rebuilding boats. It's great.
Right. Build it and they will come, and we're not worried about them coming because there's just so many of them. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, thank you, James.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.